Most memorable mistake, I think, was the first ever game that I played in Cleveland. It was just after halftime, so for some reason I had retied my shoes, and I must not have tied them tight enough. And excuse me, I was dropping into coverage, and I stepped on my own shoelace and tripped and fell, and the guy caught the ball
Mm.
and ran right around me. So that was a mistake I'll never make again.
You've obviously partnered with Snickers for the NFL season. So, what can you tell us about this partnership, which includes the Snickers Luck Shop?
Yeah, so like you just said, the Snickers Luck Shop is important this year because there's so many fans out there that make the rookie mistake and not having that lucky item with them on game day to bring their team the victory. And there's a lot of people out there that do. I mean, you might have an uncle or a friend that wears the lucky socks every Sunday that swears that it's going to bring their team victory. And Snickers is looking out for all the people that don't have that. And you go to the snickersluckshop.com and there's a whole bunch of items from different teams in there, whether it's a patch of turf or a sweatshirt or a beanie from a team where you can wear each and every Sunday to hopefully bring your team good luck. And the cool thing about the Snickers Luck Shop is the items are only $7.77. So you're not going to break the bank. It's a fun thing to do. And who doesn't love supporting Snickers?
Absolutely. And speaking of that, you talk about that lucky item. Is before any game that you play, do you have a ritual or something that you do that you have to do before any time you step on the field?
Yeah, the one thing that I do ever since my grandfather passed, I have a
Mhm.
picture of him in my locker, and I always just kind of spend a moment with him and just kind of just wish that he was here with me, but also appreciate all the time that I was able to spend with him while he was still with us because he was such an important role in all three of my brothers' lives,
Right.
especially when it came to sports. He was at each and every single one of our games, but more importantly, he was at each and every single one of our practices. So that's a special moment that I have before each and every game.
Of course, yeah, that's amazing. And Snickers is promoting the rookie mistake. And when you look back at your rookie career or your rookie season, what would you say would be your most memorable moment?
My most memorable moment or my most memorable mistake? Which one you want?
Mm. You know what? We can go with most memorable mistake. Yeah.
Most memorable mistake, I think, was the first ever game that I played in Cleveland. It was just after halftime, so for some reason I had retied my shoes, and I must not have tied them tight enough. And excuse me, I was dropping into coverage, and I stepped on my own shoelace and tripped and fell, and the guy caught the ball
Mm.
and ran right around me. So that was a mistake I'll never make again.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. And, when it comes to this season, the Steelers are currently 4-2. They're one game behind the Baltimore Ravens for the AFC North lead. So, what do you guys need to do in order to not only catch the Ravens, but make a deep run in the postseason and possibly reach the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we just need to keep improving each and every week. And if we're playing our absolute best football in week 7 or 8, we're not doing something right. We understand there's going to be growing pains throughout this process. We're never going to apologize for winning, whether it's done, I mean, by 10, 20 points or whether it's a close nail biting game. We just need to continue to improve. All I can talk about is the defensive side of the ball, and that comes from stopping the run and making teams one dimensional and getting after the quarterback.
And you've obviously had a strong NFL career. What has been the biggest key to your success throughout your entire career?
Yeah, I think it's being honest with myself and trying to continue to find ways to continue to get better myself, but also just in a leadership role. How can I help the people around me? How can I maximize everybody's potential? I'm to the point in my career where I'm not just solely focused on myself. I'm trying to bring everybody along with me and help out and mentor young guys or provide a nice segue between the coaches and the players and try to be a leader.
Of course. And in 2021, you had a very memorable moment, very memorable season when you tied Michael Strahan's single season sack record of 22.5. Before your career comes to an end, would you like to break that record?
I think it would be great to. It's not something that I think about often. It's
Right.
right now I'm thinking about winning first and foremost and getting into the playoffs and hopefully making a run and one day hopefully winning the Super Bowl. Those are the things that are more important to me than any sack title or any individual accolade.
Absolutely. And your brother, J.J. Watt, retired after the 2022 season. Were you surprised that he called it a career, or did you know that he was going to end his football playing days?
Oh no, he let us know that he was going to be retiring, and it's one of those things that selfishly I would have loved to watch him keep playing.
Mhm.
He was playing at such a high level, and I know how important the game is to him, but I also know how much that he loves Koa and how much he loves spending time with his wife
Yeah.
and now his son. And it was time for him, and I respect that he went out on his own terms because not a lot of guys get to do that. So many guys have the game tell them they can't play anymore, and not the other way around, like he was able to do.
And he's made the transition to the broadcast. He's done a really good job with it. Obviously you're so into your career, you want to win a Super Bowl before your career ends. But once your playing days are over, do you see yourself in the broadcast booth or in the studio?
I do not. No, it's not something I want to do. I think I just kind of live a low key life after I'm done playing football and let my brother have all the fun in that field.
Of course, absolutely. And just one last question for me before I let you go is, along with winning a Super Bowl, what are some of the other goals that you have set for yourself this season and even for your career?
That's the thing, man. It's just a Super Bowl, and that's the nice
There you
thing
go.
about being at this point in my career is that I don't have a lot of thoughts clouding up the one thing that's important, and that's winning a Super Bowl. So that makes it pretty simple. And there's one thing on my mind, and the only way to get to that destination is by taking it one week at a time.
Absolutely. I love it. Well, TJ, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And good luck to you the rest of the season.